Hi, in just a moment we will move through a chakra yoga flow, but before we do that I wanted to explain a little bit about what the chakras are and how they are useful within the yoga practice. So the word chakra means wheel, and it's oftentimes described as a spinning wheel of energy. I like to think of it as a symbolic energy center within the body. So each of the 7 basic chakras symbolizes our habits, our characteristics, our emotions, our physical body, our spirit, our energy, and so much more. And so we can use the chakra system as a whole collectively and individually within each chakra as a way to overcome some of our challenges that we face on a daily basis. And some of these challenges could be self-imposed or brought on by our environment. And we can learn a little bit more about how to create more balance in those areas. And maybe we might not even be aware that there is an imbalance until we start to ask some deeper questions. We start to bring some insight into those aspects of our lives. So I hope you enjoy this flow. All you need is an open space and your yoga mat. Let's get started. As we move through this flow, I will break down a little bit about what each of the chakras symbolizes. First, starting with the root or Muladhara chakra. This means root support, and the element correlated with it is earth. So if you think about the element of earth, it symbolizes stability, grounding, support. However, if we lack those things in our life in one way or another, we may feel fear, we may feel uncertain. And so that is one of the biggest challenges to overcome in this part of our lives, which is why we will start today's practice standing. So come to standing at the top of your mat. I'm just standing along the side of mine so you can see my face. You can bring your feet hips width distance apart like I am, or you can bring your feet together, whatever feels more comfortable and supportive for you. Take your palms together in prayer position or Anjali Mudra right in front of your chest and close your eyes. First, notice the weight of your body in contact with the surface beneath you. Where do you put that weight in your feet? Maybe you tend to shift your weight forward or backwards or to the outer or inner sides of the feet. Just so that you can feel the engagements to help you stabilize, try rocking your weight forward. You may notice the muscles on the front of the legs are engaging. And then try rocking your weight backwards. You may notice the muscles on the backs of the legs are engaging. And rock your weight to one side, then the other. And everything is really trying to keep you grounded in the midline or the center of the body. That's where we find balance. So can you imagine that the soles of your feet are suction cups? You ground around the edges and you gently lift the inner soles of the feet off the floor so you can find this rebound effect. You're pushing down into the earth so that the earth can support you and you lift back up. Follow the inflow and outflow of your breath. And visualize the color red. The color red, first off, vibrates at a lower frequency on the rainbow scale, which is why it correlates with this chakra. And so can you visualize that color as you inhale getting a little brighter and fuller? And as you exhale, can you visualize it getting a little smaller and dimmer? Take a couple more cycles of breath. One more breath in. And breath out. Good. Gently blink your eyes open. I'm just going to turn to the side of my mat. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Tadasana, mountain pose. Root down through the feet and rise up through the fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees and fold all the way down to the earth. Lift halfway as you inhale, so fingertips to your shin bones. Lean forward a bit and notice how you engage the fronts of your legs, the front of your belly to keep you more stable, and then lengthen through the very top of your head like you're headbutting something. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your fingertips, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee to the ground. If you need to pad up the knee, you can slide a towel or a blanket underneath it, or even just fold the side of your mat. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, crescent moon. With the legs, to find stability, pull back energetically with that right heel. Press forward with the left knee. So there's that resistance. And through that resistance, you feel a little bit of a lift. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Take your fingertips to the floor. You might need to slide your left knee back so you have more space. And lengthen the right leg. So you're in a Ardha Hanumanasana or half splits. Reach long through the top of the head. You don't necessarily need to lock out or completely straighten that right knee. Just lengthen until you start to feel that stretch along the back of that right leg. Option to stay here, or left fingertip stay down. Roll your right outer hip down and back as best you can, and add a twist. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Crawl forward with the hands and step your feet beside one another. Lift halfway as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your fingertips. This time step your right foot back. Lower the right knee to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling, crescent moon. Pull back with the left knee, press forward, or left heel rather, press forward with the right knee. Take a big inhale. Exhale, half splits. Take your fingertips to the floor. Slide your right knee back and then lengthen your left leg. Option to stay here or add the twist. Right fingertips down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Roll the outer left hip back. That creates more length through the sides of the waist. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands crawl forward, feet step beside one another. Let's add on to that. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands together, Anjali Mudra in prayer position. Pause, breath in, and breath out. Good. So this is where we add on here. Your right foot is your base. Inhale, left knee lifts up, one-legged Tadasana. As you drive down through that right foot, draw the left knee in opposition. Option as you exhale to step the left foot back with your hands to the floor for more support, or fly your arms by your side. Fingertips back, pinkies together if you're choosing to take the arms back by your side. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent moon. Again, think about lengthening down through the tailbone. That's going to create more length through the front of the hip flexor group on the left side. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Fingertips down. Lengthen the right leg out. Option to stay here once again or add the twist. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Crawl your hands forward and step your feet beside one another. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Adding on, left foot is your base. Inhale, right knee lifts up. Pause, take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge, or you can fly your arms by your side in a low flying crescent. Fingertips back, pinkies together. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Hands down, left leg lengthens. Right fingertips down. Maybe you add the twist. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, crawl forward with the hands and step to the top of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Lift halfway as you inhale. Fold all the way down as you exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Good. Now we add tree pose or Vrikshasana. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see me. So your right foot will be your base. Lift your left knee up. So you're in that Ekapada Tadasana. Imagine there's a laser beam shooting out of your belly button. Point it straight forward. Open the left knee to the side and then place your foot anywhere on the inside of your right leg. Option to stay here. Maybe you take the arms out. You can reach the arms up to the ceiling. Maybe try moving the arms or closing your eyes. You could even hover your left foot off of your right leg. That may make things more challenging. Wherever you choose to be, Connect to your breath. Connect to rooting down through that base foot, lifting up through the crown of the head. Good. Bring your hands back to your chest. Guide your left knee forward and set it down. Now we switch. Left foot is your base. This time, right knee lifts up. Inhale. Laser beam pointing forward out of your belly button. Keep it that way as you come into tree pose. So right knee comes out wide, and then place your foot anywhere on the leg or even hover it off the leg. Pause in your version of tree pose. A quick tip here is if you are having the foot on the leg and it's connecting, push the foot to the leg, press the leg to the foot. That's going to give you some resistance and lift naturally. Pause wherever you are. Breath in and breath out. Guide your right knee forward and set the foot down. Close your eyes. Pause, re-ground, reconnect. Breath in, visualize that color red. Breath out, let it go. Now moving up the body to the sacral or svadhisthana chakra. This translates to sweetness, and the element is water. The qualities of water are free-flowing and can be beautiful, but also destructive. And so this energy center symbolizes our pleasure center, so being creative and finding things that put us in a state of flow, things that we love to do, that we enjoy, that make us happy. However, if we are blocked or challenged in this part of our life, we may experience guilt. As you move through this next flow, give yourself the opportunity to connect to your body's movement in an expressive way. Now visualize the color orange. As you inhale, can you see that color getting a little brighter and fuller? And as you exhale, can you visualize that color getting smaller and dimmer? Again, inhale and exhale. Breath in, breath out. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward towards the mat. Lift halfway as you inhale, lengthen out through the top of the head. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step back into a tabletop position, lowering one knee down at a time. Inhale, come into cow pose, arching through the upper spine. Feel the shoulder blades draw down as you engage your back and shoulder muscles, or the backs of the shoulders, and lift your gaze up. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, curl the chin to your chest, push the ground away. Inhale again, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Notice the free-flowing movement of your pelvis. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral in the spine. So there's that part where we find physical movement, free-flowing movement, but we also find that balance of stability, which is where we're going next. So push down through your hands so you feel a little bit more supported. Then extend your right leg behind you like you're stamping your foot on a wall. Reach your left arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand, and notice a tendency to kind of get a little wobbly through the center. Push down, rebound up, and think about the midline or center of the body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, round inward. Tap your left hand to your right knee or the elbow to your knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round in. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, left hand to the floor, open up into a side plank, left hand down, right arm up. Kick through that right heel, lengthen out through the side of the waist, then look to the top of the mat and step through with that right foot, low lunge. Pivot your back foot, your left foot, towards the right side of your mat, almost as if you're setting up for a mini version of Warrior 2. Roll that right outer hip back and then circle the arms open like you would in Warrior 2. Inhale, reach that right arm forward. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up, almost like an extended side angle. Can you guide your tailbone towards the back of your mat so you're creating some movement, not just through the mid and upper part of the torso, but also through the lower part where your pelvis is. Inhale, take your left hand to the back of your mat, lengthen your right leg, and come into almost like a side plank, but with a little bit of a rainbow effect through the top of the body. So you're creating length. Take a big inhale. Exhale, come back onto your hands and knees, this time facing the back of your mat. Come into a three-legged down dog. So left toes tuck under, right leg goes up and back. Kick through that right heel, push down through your hands so you're nice and stable here. Take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot through the hands, low lunge. Pivot your back heel to the floor, setting up for Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2. Circle the arms open, Warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up, extended side angle. Lengthen out through the fingertips. Create length through the side of the body and point your tailbone towards your back foot, just like how you did in that lower to the ground version. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach the right arm up and overhead. Slide your back hand along that back leg. And notice how my tailbone is pointing towards my front foot, which is my right foot right now. Good. Exhale, windmill your hands to the side of your mat. Come into a wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Bend your knees as much as you need. Let your head hang. Inhale, lift halfway. Reach long through the top of the head. You can always bend your knees as you keep your fingertips to the floor. Exhale, crawl to the top of your yoga mat. Low lunge. Your left foot will be forward this time. Lower the right knee to the ground and then go straight into the second side, kicking your left leg back. Setting up in that bird dog position, right arm reaches forward. Inhale here, think stability. Exhale, round inward. Tap your either elbow to knee or hand to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round inward. Inhale, reach nice and long. Exhale, right hand to the floor, open up. So you're going to pivot your right foot to the side and face the left side of your mat, side plank. Push down through base hand and base knee. That's going to give you that lift to lengthen out of that bottom side of your waist. Look to the top of the mat and step your left foot forward. Pivot your back foot towards the left side of your mat and circle the arms open into a mini version of Warrior 2. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Point your tailbone towards the back of your mat. Inhale, take your right hand to the back of the mat. Lengthen through the top side of the body. So you're going to point your left toes and reach your left fingertips overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, come down onto your hands and knees facing the back of the mat. Tuck the right toes under and come into your three-legged downward facing dog. Kick back through that left heel, push down through your hands. Inhale, look forward between your thumbs. Exhale, step your left foot through. Pivot your right heel down. Circle the arms open, Warrior 2. Inhale, lean forward towards your left foot. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior, slide your right hand down your back leg, left arm reaches up and overhead. Notice my tailbone is pointing towards my left foot now. Exhale, windmill your hands to the side of your yoga mat. Come into your wide-legged fold. Then crawl to the top of the mat, low lunge. Good, we're going to flow through that one more time, adding on a little bit here. Lower your left knee to the ground, kick your right leg back. Inhale, left arm goes forward. Exhale, round inward. Tap your hand or elbow to knee. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side plank. Left hand down. Kickstand your left leg behind you or foot behind you and open up to the right side of your mat. Take a big inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot through the hands. Pivot your back foot, your left foot towards the right, and circle the arms open like you would in Warrior 2, just a little lower to the ground here. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, take your left hand to the back of your mat. Straighten your right leg, straighten that right arm overhead. Big stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Come into your three-legged down dog. Left toes curl under, right leg goes up and back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, look forward and step that right foot through. Pivot your back heel down and circle the arms open, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up, extended side angle. This is where we add on here. So right foot is going to be your base. So you transfer your weight to your right foot. Lean forward, come into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You can take your left hand to the left side of the waist. You can always take your right hand to your right thigh. Push into it. That's going to give you a little bit more engagement, more lift. Go slow. Bend your right knee, step back with control. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Turn your feet parallel to one another. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, crawl to the top of the mat. Let's try the other side. Right knee grounds down. Left leg goes back. Inhale here, right arm forward. Exhale, round inward. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Kickstand your right foot to the side and open up, side plank, Vashisthasana. Take a big inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot through the hands. Pivot your back foot, your right foot to the side of your mat. Open up into a mini version of warrior two. Lean forward, inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Extended side angle, just smaller, more compact to the ground. Inhale, right hand down. Left arm goes overhead, point through the left toes, big stretch, inhale here. Exhale, hands down, and come into your three-legged down dog. You're facing the back of the mat. Right toes tuck under, left leg goes to the ceiling. Big inhale, push through the hands. Exhale, step your left foot through. Pivot your right heel down, open up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm down, right arm up. Now from here, again, going into half moon. Left foot is your base, lean forward. I'm just going to scoot back here. And as you lean forward, lift slowly off that right leg. Try to engage the sides of the waist. Maybe you push your left hand to your left thigh to give you more stability. Maybe you release your left hand off your leg. Bend your left knee, go slow, step back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, circle your hands to the right side and come into your wide-legged folds. Pass through, come into your low lunge. This time step back, downward facing dog. Take 3 cycles of breath here. Visualize that color orange, getting brighter and fuller as you breathe. Now imagine you're a snake. And on your inhale, slowly slither, roll forward from down dog into plank pose. Now moving up the body to the Manipura or navel center chakra. It's sometimes called solar plexus. And the Manipura chakra translates to lustrous gem. Slowly lower down to your forearms, one at a time, forearm plank. Think about the element of fire, which is what resonates with this chakra. It stands for power and strength and energy. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower the knees and the pelvis to the floor. Come into Sphinx pose. Chest forward, elbows back. Inhale, stretch the belly. Look forward, close your eyes now, and then focus on the color yellow. So this chakra symbolizes that sense of power and strength and courage and desire. If we are blocked in this part of our lives, however, we may experience things like shame, or we might lack a sense of self, a sense of confidence. So as you move through this chakra, as you move through this part of your body, connect to strength and power and energy. Take a deep breath in, visualize that color yellow getting brighter and fuller. And as you exhale, visualize that color getting a little smaller and dimmer. One more time, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Reach your arms forward like you're shaking hands with somebody. Let me just wiggle back a little bit. All right, so the core is not just the front, it's the sides and the back. It's a full circumference of engagement. So we're going to focus on all different areas right now. From here, first lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Feel the glutes and the backs of the legs engage as you lift them off the floor. Then lift your arms off the ground like you're flying. You'll feel the whole back of your core engaged, but that doesn't mean you just sink into your belly. Find a little bit of resistance and tautness as you engage to the front side as well. Take a big inhale, reach your left arm a little bit higher, and then as you reach that left arm up and over, you're going to roll to the right side of your body, balancing on your right shoulder, right hip, engaging through the sides of the waist and the front and back of your core. Then reach your left arm back to your yoga mat. Pause on your belly. I'm just going to scoot a little bit to the side so I have some space. Reach your right arm up now and roll to the left side of your body. Balance on the left shoulder, left hip. Feel the core engaged, not just in the front, but the side, the back, working together. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll back to your belly. Release down. Push yourself back up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, see your hands, inhale. Exhale, travel to the top, have a seat. Find Navasana or boat pose. Hands can start behind your knees as you lift them off the floor. Feel the lift of the sternum, the center of your chest, and length through the spine. You always have the option to reach the arms forward. Take a big inhale. Exhale, Ardha Navasana or low boat. You're going to lower down to the back of your pelvis, arms and legs still lifted, core is nice and taut and engaged. Take an inhale here. Exhale, roll up. You can cross the ankles as you step or hop back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your left forearm down, then your right forearm down, forearm plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower the pelvis to the floor. Take an inhale, look forward, Sphinx pose, lengthen out through the front of the belly. Exhale, release all the way down. Good. Inhale, imagine you're flying with the arms and legs. Connect to the back and front of the core. Exhale, reach your left arm towards the right. Roll to the right side of your body, balancing on your bottom shoulder, bottom hip, arms and legs still lifted. Roll back to your belly. Then from here, right arm lifts up. You're going to roll to the left side. Let me scoot over. You're going to roll to the left side of your body. Balance on bottom shoulder, bottom hip. Take a big inhale. Notice my arms and legs still lifted. My core is nice and engaged. I roll back to my belly. Release. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up, high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Have a seat. Navasana, boat pose. Arms and legs lift, chest lift, spine long. You can take your hands off from the backs of your legs. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down, Ardha Navasana, low boat. Arms and legs lifted, core is nice and engaged. Inner thighs are firming together. Take a big inhale. Exhale, rock up, cross your ankles, step or hop back, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll forward into that plank pose, inhale. Exhale, lower the right forearm down, the left forearm down, forearm plank. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the pelvis down, Sphinx pose. This is the last time doing this. Inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. Good. From here, lift your left arm or lift your arms and legs off the floor like you're flying. Then roll to the right side. You're going to reach your left arm up and over as you balance on right shoulder, right hip. Then reach your left arm back towards the mat. Roll to your belly. Arms and legs still lifted. Let me scoot over real quick so I have that space. Right arm is going to lift up. I roll to the left side of the body. I balance on the left shoulder, left hip. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll back to your belly. Release all the way down. Push yourself back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, see the hands, inhale. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Have a seat. Legs lift, maybe arms lift. Navasana, boat pose. Inhale. Exhale, Ardha Navasana, low boat. Ooh, let me move my mic. Pause, take a big inhale. Exhale, rock up. Have a seat. Good. Pause. Close your eyes. Take your hand, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Feel the pace of your breath, your heart beating. Now moving up to the heart or Anahata chakra. The element is air, and this energy center symbolizes love and compassion and understanding. But if we feel blocked or challenged in this part of our lives, we may still be working through unprocessed grief. This could be having a hard time letting go of the past, whether that be a past experience or perhaps a past version of ourselves. And so it's really important physically as we move through this part of our body to connect to opening and closing, being able to give, but also to accept. And it all starts with loving ourselves. Visualize the color green. And as you inhale, can you see that color getting brighter and fuller? And as you exhale, can you visualize it getting smaller and dimmer? Again, brighter and fuller, smaller and dimmer. Brighter and fuller, smaller and dimmer. Good. Blink your eyes open and come into downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, crawl your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Try to steady your pelvis. Keep a bend in the knees. Go slow, inhale, roll up to standing. And as you rise up, roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Good. Your right, or rather left foot is your foundation this time. Inhale, reach the arms up. One-legged Tadasana, right knee lifts. Transfer your weight to your right foot as you find a little bend in that left knee. Fly your arms by your side. Low flying crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Deep bend in your front leg, slight bend into your back one so you can create more length through the lower spine. I'm just going to scoop myself a little bit over to the right so I have some space between me and the wall. Take a big breath in. Exhale, goalpost the arms out wide. Inhale, open your chest. Expand open through the heart center. Exhale, close, round inward, and tap your forearms together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, hands together at your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, take your hands to the back of the pelvis. Use your hands to help support you in your spinal extension, or sometimes called back bend. Think about lengthening the tailbone down, lifting the sternum up as you create the arch mainly through your mid-upper spine. So you're finding quite a bit of engagement behind the shoulders, behind your back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down towards the floor. Lift halfway as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Let's try that on the other side. Exhale, walk your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Go slow, bend your knees, inhale, roll up. As you rise to standing, roll the shoulders up, down, and back. This time, your right foot is your base. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, arms up, left knee lifts. Find a little buoyancy into your right knee. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Fly your arms by your side. Inhale, bend your right knee a little bit as you reach the arms up. Crescent lunge or Anjaneyasana. Take the arms out wide into a goal pose position. Inhale, open the chest, lift up through your sternum. Exhale, round inward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach the arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands together at your heart space, Anjali Mudra. As you step to the top, close your eyes, just pause, breath in, and breath out. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, take your hands to the back of the pelvis, final back bend here. Use your hands to lengthen the tailbone down, lift the sternum up, big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down to the mat. Lift halfway as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Come into puppy dog pose. So crawl your hands out in front of you. You can either look forward as you drop the chest down, or you can drop your forehead to the mat. Visualize that color green. Take 3 more cycles of breath. Slowly lift yourself up, crawl your hands back, and have a seat with your hands on your thighs in Vajrasana or Hero's Pose. Now moving up to the Vishuddha or throat chakra, which translates to purification. And the element is ether. This is our center of communication, of truth and understanding. However, if we feel blocked or imbalanced in this part of our lives, we may have a hard time speaking or living our truth, which could lead to anxiety. It's so important to be open to truth, but also to accept truth. So it's a two-way street, which is why physically in our asana practice, we will open, close, and neutralize this chakra. Visualize the color blue. And as you inhale, that color gets a little brighter and fuller. And as you exhale, that color gets smaller and dimmer. 2 more cycles of breath. And then blink your eyes open, come to standing on your knees. Setting up for camel pose or Ustrasana. You can keep the toes untucked like I am, or you can curl them under, just whatever feels more comfortable with the knees. And then take your hands to the back of the pelvis. Keep in mind that we're not trying to sink our body back. We actually want to stay supported and lifted. So try to keep the pelvis stacked over the knees instead of sitting back into your heels. Take your hands to the back of the pelvis, lift up through the sternum, inhale, opening through the chest, and maybe as you tilt your head back, you open through the throat. Now, me personally, I'm not going to take my hands to my heels because it just doesn't feel right. It feels like it's a little too deep. You can, though, if you're able to maintain the entire time your pelvis over the knees. If you start to sit back as you reach your hands back, then you're probably compensating. We don't want to do that. Take a big inhale wherever you are. Exhale, hands come to the lower back. If they were to the heels, have a seat on your heels. Take your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, reground your energy. Take a breath in. Sigh out of your mouth. Good. Slightly tuck the chin into the chest. Lower your forehead to the ground, child's pose.
We now move up to the third eye or Agnya chakra, which is located right in between the eyebrows at the third eye space. And the word Agnya translates to command center. So this is oftentimes considered in yoga the center of intuition. However, keep in mind that there is a difference between instinct and intuition. Instinct is from a place that you've been before. Perhaps you may say something like, something is telling me this isn't a good idea. And whether you are aware of it or not, that's most likely from a past experience. Whereas intuition is knowing without seeing, without experiencing, and trusting that. So on the opposite end of that, if you're feeling blocked or challenged in this part of your life, you may feel skeptical, or you may be blocked by illusion, only seeing the things that you want to see versus seeing truth. And so the element here is light. Can you visualize the color indigo right in between your eyebrows at that third eye space? And as you inhale, can you see that color getting brighter and fuller? And as you exhale, can you visualize it getting a little smaller and dimmer? And then slowly ground into the sit bones, roll all the way up to sitting down.
Blink the eyes open, swing the legs out in front of you, and lie all the way down on your back. You can rest your arms by your side, on your belly, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Now moving up to the crown chakra, which is located at the crown, the head, and beyond. In Sanskrit, it is Sahasrara, which translates to cosmic consciousness. There is no element that correlates with this chakra because it is beyond all elements. This center, energy center in the body symbolizes, and beyond the body, symbolizes non-attachment. And seeing beyond the self in which we oftentimes attach to or identify with, whether that be a feeling, a thought, something that we do that we identify with as who we are. And if we could see beyond that, then we can see that there is no distinction, there's no separation between you or I or us. We are all connected. We are one. We are one in the same. And so use, as you're here, the color either white or violet as your focal point. Whichever one you connect to most, because either one is oftentimes associated with this chakra. And as you breathe in and out, visualize that color getting brighter and fuller and smaller and dimmer. And you are more than welcome to stay here for as long as you need. You can just allow the video to stop whenever it does, and you can get up on your own time. You can close out on your own time. But I thank you for taking this time to connect to your body and your practice, using the chakra system as a way to do so as a tool, just like any other tool within the practice. And hopefully through an understanding of the chakra system, you can gain a bit more self-awareness and just move on with your day with a bit more mindfulness. I thank you from my heart to yours. Namaste.